Good morning, everybody. For those of you that don't know, my name is Jalil Oates. 27 years old, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about a few things that pretty much crossed my mind today. While I was in the gym, just working out, right? Like, I'm 27 years old, right? And I've had my ups and downs, my fair share ups and downs, but through it all, I've managed to, go on to play collegiate football. I've managed to, you know, go to college. I've managed to, get a BA, get an MBA, and still, with all the accomplishments and that I've accomplished throughout in and throughout my life, I still face my own uphill battle, as far as landing a job that I want, get my foot in the door to the careers, and the career opportunities that I would love to have. But while in the gym today, right, I was thinking, and I was just sitting and thinking. I'm thinking, I'm pushing, I'm lifting weights, and I'm thinking about my situation, how I could push through, and I couldn't help but like listening to the music, the quote unquote trap music I'm listening to, and I'm thinking about the influence that it actually has on me, how I use it. I use this gibberish, I use this crazy music to push me, in the gym, whatever, regardless of what Future's saying. It's not like I'm going out and I'm doing those things and I'm using those drugs. You get what I'm saying? I just look at it as like, just music. I use that music to motivate me and push me. But other than that, it's not my lifestyle. Like, I don't go out and use the drugs that I hear artists talk about in a song. I don't go and do any of that, right? So I said it to say this: while working out, it dawned on me. It was like, yo, I'm stressing and I'm going through what I'm going through. But I can only imagine, the young brothers in the urban community, same communities that I grew up in, that are in and out of jail, young brother that never went and finished high school, never went to college. And I couldn't help but think about, the battles that they're going through, and you'll notice everyone every day turning up, drinking, on for non-celebratory reasons, just out drinking to drink, smoking to smoke. And my question to you is like, bro, like, what are you celebrating? You get what I'm saying? Like, if I'm in a bad situation, if I'm still fighting, imagine your battle. It's like I'm fighting uphill, but what you're doing is you're fighting from underground to come just the ground level, just to still go up that same hill. You get what I'm saying? Like, we start off with nothing, man. When you grow up in an urban community, when you grow up in a housing project, bro, you got nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing to celebrate. That's nothing to even get comfortable with. You have to aspire to want more. And I could only say to myself, and the only conclusion I could come to is that, the drugs and the things that y'all using to suppress the pain that you feel as though that you're feeling is actually even destroying your ambition. Like, I was young, right? And I was very observant. You get what I'm saying? Like, I knew all the guys in the street gangs. You get what I'm saying? They really good brothers, like, but everybody is so wrapped around, making it in sports, and they put sports at the forefront. And then when they don't pan out in sports, they think like, hey, bro, life is over. When really, there's so many careers, that people I've known and loved and grown up with, like, that they were more incapable of. Like, the next Kevin Hart is in your neighborhood cracking jokes on everybody. The next guy that's gonna the next greatest public speaker is the person, pretty much in your project telling you, bro, you need to stop this. That old head, hey, stop this, stop that. But it's like no one aspires to be more. And in more instances than one, it's like people have fallen in love with an obstacle. You get what I'm saying? And have become comfortable. And I'm just saying, young brothers, like, I just want everybody to want more, because when it's all said and done, everyone on social media, on all these different platforms, man, when you look around, that's all highlights of everyone's life. Like, no one is really putting out there the dirt that's going on in their life. No one is telling you, hey, I'm stressed the F out and this is going on. No, they just posting their highlights. Hey, I went here today. I went there. And that's not life. Like, life got ups and life got downs. And those with character, those that understand perseverance, those that understand, having confidence in themselves in rough situations, they understand that, hey, I'm going to fall, but I got to focus on the get back. I got to focus on picking myself back up and moving forward, actually progressing in life. To the young brothers, that are out there, without any guidance, without any father figures and mother figures that, pretty much haven't established nothing in life. It's just all a mother can do, without a father present in life, is just love their child to the best of their ability, But me, at a young age, I realized, that older men were talking to me, and older men tell you exactly what you need to know. If they actually care about it, they tell you, hey kid, stay away from that. Hey kid, don't do that. Don't do this. But young men, we have this this problem, where we hear this great advice and it goes in one ear and it goes out the other, because you feel as though, hey, you're old, you don't understand me. When really, if you do simple math, take 30 and minus 15. 15, right? So if you got a 30-plus-year-old man telling a young man at the age of 15, hey, bro, don't do this, don't do that, and it seemed like productive advice, why not take it? He's not telling you go out, sell drugs, not telling you, he's saying, yo, stay away from this, stay away from that, don't do that, because you got your whole life to do this. Common math. He lived your life already. Your parents, they're telling you something very, 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 very beneficial to your life. And it's like, we just don't do the basic math, man, and take these lessons, for what they're worth, and learn from others' mistakes. You don't have to fall on your own to learn from someone else's mistake. I saw a really really good quote today, right? It said, choices that are easy in the short term are very often in direct conflict with what makes life easy in the long term. If I could take away like all the popularity, as a young kid, as a young adult, and have that transferred to me actually listening to, the great gems that family members, friends, mentors have dropped on me at a younger age, I would love to. Because although I'm in an okay situation, I would be in a better situation. You get what I'm saying? And it just baffled me today. It's like, damn, like I'm stressed out, but I could only imagine, the next brother, the next sister. And I just felt as though like we have a lot of older men, and they're sharing, great advice, and I feel like I just see it going through the ears of young men. Like, I don't care, and it's the music and the influences of this music, man. You know what music like really strikes a chord with me when I'm listening to old school lately. Like, ain't no half stepping. That the music back in the day was moving the culture along for progression, making people productive members of the society. Now you see what the labels are pushing. The labels are telling you to listen to Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. Labels are telling you to listen to this trap music. Labels are telling you to listen to this, shoot 'em up, bang bang music, bro, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to destroy yourselves. Like, they want you to destroy each other, as opposed to, coming together and, housing projects, having, multiple graduates, young men coming back, starting businesses in their communities. Like, no, like, bro, young men are the few that come from these housing projects. They're making something of themselves, and man, they're getting away because we're not fearing cops killing us. We're in fear of our own kind, and that shouldn't be the problem. People that grow up in these suburbs, they grew up in these suburbs, and they could comfortably come back home and grow up in the same neighborhood or houses or whatever neighborhoods that they've been brought up in, and establish themselves, as opposed to our people, where it's like, hey, we got to make it out. We got to view our communities that we're brought up in, and we learn all these essential characteristics, and we learn all these great things from these great people that we've been mentored by and that developed us. We gotta look at our lives like, hey, we gotta make it out and dibble and dabble and come back as when we feel like it. And that shouldn't be the case, you know. That shouldn't be the case at all. I just want young brothers to smarten up. And this is not coming from a 30-year-old. It's not coming from a 40-year-old. It's coming from someone that your age that's feeling their way through life as well. You get what I'm saying? Like, learn before it's too late, you know? Learn character, you know? Learn, just learn, bro.